What?
I said, is there another light setting other than sunrise? Spotlight. I look like a bald-headed bitch. Dearest gentle reader.
Where are you? The thing is I want to be able to look.
Are you just going to be giggling the whole time?
Well, we haven't started yet.
This is Sarah Jameson reporting live from Enfield, Connecticut, where it is balls to the wall cold.
I feel like it was really warm today.
It was balmy.
It was balmy. I'm so excited to do this with you.
I look like the fucking Queen of England. You know when she goes on the hunting trips and wears a little scarf around her head in one of these?
Testing. 1, 2. Hello. Welcome. What did I say?
Welcome. You said. You were so displeased.
Welcome to this week's episode of Fiercely You with Megan. I have my very best friend in the
You gotta keep that in. Why are you flipping into your zipper? I feel like that's the worst place. Hear me out. Just closer to your mouth.
We both hope that we
Words. Take your time.
I'm gonna take my time.
I ain't got no gas.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Welcome to another episode of Fiercely You with Megan. I am here with my best friend in the whole entire world. This is Sarah, everybody. And Sarah, I want to know, do you feel like you're fiercely you today?
Today? Oh, I'm definitely fiercely me. Today, we went to Boston, and I got to throw tea in the harbor.
She did.
And it's been like a lifelong dream of mine, so.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, we went to the Boston Tea Party Museum and reenactment today. And we actually threw boxes of tea into the harbor, and they were tied to ropes so they could pull them back up. But I have never seen someone so more themselves and engaged with an activity than Sarah with throwing tea in the harbor. Sarah, tell me, why is that? Like, do you have a passion for tea? Like, what?
I definitely have a passion for American history. And, we don't have to get into that, but I love it.
She does.
I do.
She does. One time, we were staying together in a hotel room. We work together. So a lot of times we room together on work trips. And I woke up at 6 a.m. and she was awake. And she was reading on her phone. And I said, Sarah, what are you doing? And she was reading an article about a fire? What was it?
Yeah, so it's either Texas A&M or Texas Longhorns that their engineering department does a bonfire every year, and they like stack a bunch of logs or tree trunks or whatever, but there was an accident and like people died.
She was very interested in this. And so I say this to say that Sarah's a history buff. So today she was in her element. She kept saying, this is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. And it was.
It was.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got to act a little bit.
She did. She did. They gave her a speaking part. And if you watch my TikTok, you'll see that soon. You will. You will. You will see Sarah being her full and complete self at the Boston Tea Party Museum today. But I also want to talk about, because you live where?
I live in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. And so I want to talk about, I live in Connecticut, and our friendship is the most beautiful friendship that I know. I mean,
Mhm.
it's amazing. We are best friends, but we don't get to be together every day.
Right.
We don't even get to be together once a week, once, twice a year, when we're lucky. And so, I want to say that being friends with somebody who lives really far away, it's hard, right? I mean, and if you have a friend who lives really far away, you know that. And I can think of a way that I think we keep up, our friendship and make sure that we stay connected, and that is FaceTime.
Oh yeah.
Lots and lots of FaceTime,
Yeah, we FaceTime probably about 7 to 10 times a day.
probably.
Just updating about our day or
Hmm.
just talking.
Hmm.
We have a phone call almost every morning,
We do.
unless we're really busy that day. Then
Right.
sometimes, but we do always make it a point to at least FaceTime once a day.
Yeah. And if for whatever reason we absolutely can't, we will shoot a text. Hey, love you.
Hmm.
Because it's important.
I agree.
It's really important. And I think that, we both have stuff going on in our lives always, right? Every human has stuff going on in their lives. But investing in a friendship that it fills my cup,
Yeah.
like investing in that. I mean, the returns, not only do I care about you tremendously, but what I get is out of our relationship is that I feel supported, I feel loved, I feel seen, because we understand each other in a way that I have not experienced
Yeah.
before, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you can think of that we do besides FaceTime 10 times a day?
Oh, for our friendship
Yeah,
to
that's
like stay
yeah,
connected.
yeah,
Um, I was really sick. When was this? Last year?
yeah.
I had COVID and the flu at
You
the
did.
same time.
You did.
And I think I was getting over bronchitis. I was getting
Uh-huh.
over bronchitis and then I got COVID and the flu. And it's not something that like she doesn't usually do, but this time she sent medicine to my house because I was so sick. And that's just who she is as a person, but that's what makes me feel seen and loved is like you going out of your way to do that for me, even though like the doctor had given me medicine. This was like things that would make me comfortable,
Mm,
like a heating pad and tea and all of that kind of stuff, shower steamers, that kind of stuff, that a doctor doesn't usually give you. She was making sure like I was comfortable during
yeah,
all of that.
yeah. And I think, we send each other stuff all the time. Um, we both love Buc-ee's, but she lives a lot closer to Buc-ee's than I do. So the last time she was at Buc-ee's, she got me a whole Buc-ee's onesie
Mm,
and sent it to my house.
I
And
did.
I was so excited. I mean, I got it in July, so if we're being honest, I didn't wear it right away because it was so hot. But just little things like that, like where we think about each other. It's just really nice. And there are a few reasons that you came here this weekend.
Yeah.
And the first one was because I had a Chamber of Commerce meeting on Friday. And I don't know if you saw my video a couple of weeks ago when I talked about going to the chamber meeting and just freezing and embarrassing myself in front of all these people at the chamber meeting. And I said, I'm never going back. I'm just not going back. And I FaceTimed Sarah that day and I told her, I said, listen, I messed up. I completely tanked my 30-second commercial. I said, I will not be going back to the Chamber of Commerce. And what did you say to me?
I said, well, when's the next one?
Uh-huh.
Because like you have time, like just practice it, get what you want to say out. But when is your next one? And she was like, oh, well, I'm not going because that's when you fly in. I said, pause, because we are going.
We are going.
If I have to drag you out of your bed myself, that's what we're doing. Because even though like you messed up and it's super scary to be like vulnerable like that, especially after messing up, like this is something you are so passionate about and it's important to you. So I'm here in your corner to help support you in that. You can't
Right.
just give up because it was embarrassing
Right.
because
Right.
you can't.
Well, I appreciated that so much. And she said, well, we're going to go together. And I said, oh, now I'm going to have someone else to witness my colossal mess up. But Sarah came with me, and we went through it a few times in the car. My 30 seconds, And I was still kind of tweaking it right before we got there. And then when it came out of my mouth during the actual meeting, mind you, I was last to go. Like the whole room went of their, just where we sat, I ended up being last. And the whole room did their thing and got to me, and that 30 seconds, it didn't even take me 30 seconds. And I said more than I thought I could ever say, just with less words. I don't know if you've ever heard the phrase "less words, more meaning," but that's exactly what it came out like, and I was really happy with how it came out. And Sarah was too. Yeah. And Sarah actually shared as well. And she was sitting right next to me. And she stood up and she said, "Hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm just here to support my friend." And she pointed at me and she sat back down. But it was really sweet. And I was so glad that we did that. And I felt so much better. And I actually had someone come up to me after the meeting and ask to have coffee because they want to talk more about, you know, what I do and what they do and how we may be able to support each other. So I just thought that that was really, really amazing.
It was really cool.
Oh, so cool. Oh, so cool. Now, besides going to the Boston Tea Party Museum and the Chamber of Commerce meeting, there was one more reason. Well, there are many reasons.
Many reasons
that you came to see
right
me this weekend, but there was one more major reason that
there
you came to
was.
see me this weekend. And why don't you tell them what that was?
So, Scream 7 came out this weekend,
It did.
and we are huge fans of the Scream franchise. And we said, how funny would it be if we went and saw it together?
We did.
And then we did it.
And then we did it.
And then we did it.
And we did it. And we did it. And we saw Scream 7 last night. And we're certainly not going to give you any spoilers because that's not what we're here to do, in case you haven't seen it yet. I'm so glad that we saw it together. I'm so glad that we saw it together. And I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to debrief together about what we had just seen right after we saw it. But we are both such huge fans that we were able to, I mean, we talked about it for a long time. We did.
And sometimes I struggle with letting things go. No spoilers,
Okay.
but I struggled to let it go.
When we got home, she did, and that's okay. But she did.
It's okay.
When somebody that I love is struggling with kind of wrapping their head around something or struggling with accepting something, something that I always try to remember is like letting them have their process is so important. Knowing that I'm there is also important, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm right here and I'm going to be right here. But also letting that person sort of have that process and, you know, come to terms with things in whatever that looks like. You know, it's really important to give people space to have their feelings, right? And it doesn't have to be about something as trivial as a movie. It could be about anything, but you know, giving people space to have their feelings, letting them know that you're there. But something that I have learned in my journey is that, you know, I always ask people, say you were really struggling with something that wasn't a movie,
Right.
and you were, you know, really having a hard time, and you came to me because you just wanted to talk about it. And this is something that Daryl and I have implemented as well. I'm going to ask you, are you looking for comfort or solutions? Right? Because
Right.
comfort, I can absolutely do. I can help you come up with solutions as well. But if I start to give you solutions when all you're looking for is comfort, or if I give you comfort when you're really looking for someone to help you solve a problem, you know, it's important to make that distinction so that we can give the people that we love what they really need.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And what were you looking for last night, Sarah? Comfort or
I
solution?
just needed comfort.
Yeah, she did.
You could not have given me any solution.
No, there wasn't.
In that situation.
Right.
I just needed a hug.
And she got one.
And I got one.
And she got one. You know.
I also need comfort because, as you can see, I'm in a trench coat.
She is.
With a hoodie and long sleeves and a tank top underneath, and I am still freezing.
And you know, welcome to Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the temperature in Mississippi today?
78.
Oh,
Mm.
yeah. And I wish it was 78 here. I really do. But if you're from New England, you know that today's weather, today is Saturday, and today's weather felt really, really glorious. The sun was out. It was almost 50 degrees. It was just absolutely beautiful out there today, especially in the sun. It was so, so, so nice. The snow was melting. Have you ever seen snow like this before?
No. It's up to my waist. And then the snow piles from the plows where they get all the snow off, they're like 10 feet tall.
They are. They are. We've had a really abnormally snowy winter. I mean, we always have snow, but this year we've had a lot.
Well, like, don't get me wrong, we get snow. I mean, we mostly get ice, but we get snow, but not like this.
Not like this.
I don't know how y'all do it.
I mean, and
It's strong.
yeah, we do what we have to do. You know, we spend a lot of time inside. Is what we do.
Yeah. If you came to the South in the summer, you'd spend a lot of time inside as well.
See, we're just flipped.
We're flipped.
Yeah.
Right.
Flipped.
But it was not warm today.
I thought it was warm today.
Right.
I did.
It was so warm.
We were in Boston.
I had to buy this while
She
we were
bought
in
another coat.
Boston
She bought another coat.
because it was so warm.
It was so warm. And I was in long sleeves and a vest. And I was okay. But that's me.
But do you remember that one time when you had your housewarming party and it was like 80 degrees and everybody here was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. And I was like, there's a little chill in the
She
air.
needed a jacket then too.
A light jacket, I did.
A light jacket.
Because it was 80
It was-
degrees at nighttime.
It was August. The end of August. And she needed a jacket.
Yeah, but you have to think in Mississippi in August, it's like in the hundreds.
I understand that.
So 80 is crisp.
80 is crisp.
Mhm.
Right. And so here,
Just
for
like
the-
50
for the
is
last
balmy.
month has been sub-zero temperatures.
Right.
So when it gets to 40 and 50, we're going to the beach. You know? We are.
Right.
Put your bathing suit on.
And don't get me started on the frozen lakes. Because what is that about?
The lake is we saw someone ice fishing today. And
Yeah.
Sarah about lost her mind.
Well, what if he falls through?
He's not going to fall through.
He might.
Trust me, when people are ice fishing, most of them do test the thickness of the ice.
But like, how do you
before
go
they-
about that?
You have to drill a hole so you know how thick it is.
Yeah, but what if you drill the hole and then it cracks and then you fall in? How fast are emergency services coming to you, or are you immediately dead? Let us know.
If you're someone who does ice fishing, let us know about that because now we don't know. But I am so glad that you came this weekend, and I'm
Me too.
also so excited to spend the rest of the evening just kind of hanging out together because Sarah does fly home tomorrow.
I do.
But we'll see each other next month. Almost. I mean, it's almost March, and we will see each other in April, in the end of April, for a work trip. So that's really exciting. But yeah, this has been really incredible, and you know, I said last week, like, to have a friend who is willing to not only show up, but also to just truly be supportive, and even when I'm having a difficult moment and I want to give up on something that's a dream of mine, someone who does not let me do that, like will not allow it, is just really beautiful, because that's somebody who fiercely believes in me. And I am fortunate to have, you know, people in my life that fiercely believe in me, you know, the way that Sarah does. And that means the world when, you know, I'm trying to follow my dreams. And, you know, I fiercely believe in you too.
Thank you.
I do.
Is the goal to make me cry, or I'm just...
I do. I believe that you can do absolutely anything that you want to do. And even if you don't know what that is yet.
Ice fishing.
Oh, well, perfect. I believe that you can go ice fishing, and I will help you test the thickness of the ice all the way out, because the last thing I want is for you to fall through and catch hypothermia. I'll help you. I'll be your ice thickness measurer.
You go first.
Maybe I will. And that's on true friendship love.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Soulmates, if you will.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But you would willingly send me first.
Yeah. You're used to this. I'm not.
Truly. That's fair.
You know, I trust your judgment.
You can't even survive the air, never mind cold water.
The air.
Like the cold air.
Oh, no.
Right.
When I walked outside this morning, I said, oh.
Can't breathe.
Took the breath right out of me. It was so cold.
Well, we both hope that you all have the best week ever. And hopefully Sarah will be back to join us on more episodes of Fiercely You with Megan, because I just think that I may have a lot to say and a lot that I want to talk about, but I love talking about stuff with Sarah because she makes me giggle. So I'm hoping that
And
we'll
you
be
know,
together.
maybe in the summertime I'll be back.
You don't want to come back, like, in March?
Is it gonna be this cold?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
We're going to go get in our jammies and get on the couch and be fiercely restful because it's been a long day. So we'll see you guys soon.
Oh, also a bird attacked me in Boston.
A bird did not attack you.
Yeah, it
There
did.
were pigeons that were on the steps of what's that market? Quincy Market. We were eating on the steps outside of Quincy Market, sitting, and there were 3, maybe 4 pigeons that landed and started walking towards us. But there are crumbs all over these steps, and they were looking for the crumbs. But
We
my
have
best friend,
very different memories of what happened.
my best friend is deathly afraid of birds.
They flew right at us, and there was like 6,
They-
and then that one was hopping right at my feet, and you got it to go away, and then there was one behind me,
I did.
and that one was way closer.
He was close, but he wasn't coming for you. He was going for the
You
crumbs.
don't know that.
I
You
do.
can look at a dog, a cat, anything, and you know what it's thinking. You don't know what a bird's thinking.
Go
It's
ahead.
just empty,
Go ahead.
blank.
That's not true. Pigeons are very smart.
Have-
You've seen Home Alone 2: Lost in New York.
Have you ever seen Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds?
Those aren't pigeons. Those
It
are
don't
crows.
matter. It's a bird.
Are they crows?
That's a great question.
I don't know. I don't know what they are, but what I do know is that the pigeons were not coming to get Sarah. Pigeons are smart, and they're actually even, dare I say, kind of cute. They are. I mean, they are. And so, they were never coming for you. They were just coming for the crumbs. And I just want you to know that if they did come for you, I had your back. I did.
And I believe you.
Yeah, I know.
I don't believe that they weren't coming for me.
Well, if they ever do come for you, I got your back.
Thank God.
All right. Let's go watch TV.
Let's go.
Bye, guys.